Hey everyone, TooneySA here, back with another video, and today I'm continuing on with my Crash Bandicoot if it was made by Nintendo. Unfortunately, I had just started what I thought was a recording of the last couple of levels, and then I realized that I hadn't actually pressed record. I clicked on record, and it did the OBS thing where you think it started, and then it just absolutely hasn't. So I'm going to redo the levels that I've just done. I did TNT tunnels, metal machinery, and generator room, but I'm going to redo them just so that you can see the levels as well. TNT tunnels is a level that's not that bad. It's more of a level designed for replays because it has a gem path in it, and it's built around the idea of completing TNT based puzzles to get the gem. But because you need these blue gems here, there's no point in collecting the boxes the first time around. So we're just going for, beating the level this first time, since there's no benefit to getting all the boxes if you can't get the gems. Lives don't really mean anything in this game because there's not the Crash 1 level of, game overing and needing passwords or wherever to continue. So, and the levels aren't really long or frustrating enough to warrant being worried about running out of lives, if you know what I mean. I think the Sunset Vista style level, Sunset View I think it was called, is the closest level you've got to a level that you might want to have extra lives on if you're just going for an any % playthrough. But yeah, so TNT tunnels, I think it's probably a sort of pun on toxic tunnels from Crash 4. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a bit more of a problem when I'm going for the actual gem on that, because it's all puzzle based, and if you've watched my Crash 4 videos with all the bonus stage puzzles that you have to deal with, I'm awful at puzzles on Crash Bandicoot games. This level is obviously a take on Heavy Machinery, although a little bit later on it does have a Castle Machinery-esque twist. But this level is incredibly short. I was actually a bit sad at how short this level was because I wanted it to keep going. Which is completely in contrast to the next level. Look over here, this is the end of the level. And this is the Castle Machinery twist here, where you get the green gem from Lost City, basically. And then there's a little bit more of a level. But this, gem path is so short. I still died on it somehow. The gem path is so short that, it may as well not exist, really. Unless it was to, really lean into the Castle Machinery thing of just having, I don't know, 5 lives or something like that you can just collect in a row. One time only, of course. But yeah, you'll see hopefully this time around. The first time around, I was having a lot of trouble with the cameras. So the cameras that you see going up and down, for some reason, it works when you jump up to spin them. You can kill them no problem. But if you're jumping down onto them and spinning them, I'd say more than 50% of the time, your spin just does not work on them. So the safest way to tackle the camera guys is to get them while they're going up, because if they're going down, you better look out on your spin. So yeah, lessons learned. And then there you go. That was a really short level. The next level, though, by contrast, is a generator room. Oh fuck, I've done it again. I literally did this on the first attempt. I went into the level twice. So generator room, just like in the real Crash Bandicoot, you get the orange gem for getting all the boxes, which you can see I've already achieved. But like I said, I'll get it again. And yeah, the first time around, I was talking about how cool it was seeing the makeshift Cortex head gifs playing in the background. I really, really like that touch. And out of all of the levels I've played so far in this game, this one is my favorite. It's a decent length. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's a decent length. It follows the original generator room level quite well. And it's actually decently challenging as well. It's not super hard, but it was decently challenging. I died a couple of times. attempting this, mainly due to the cameras again and their dodgy hitboxes. And I also said this in the original, what I thought was a recording. This game's at its strongest when it's following closely to the level design of the actual Crash 1. The Crash 1 game itself. The levels that he's made himself, like his own ideas, like, I appreciate the effort, but level design is a very, very underrated skill. It's a difficult skill. Difficulty balancing and level design are really, really hard to get right. Like, I've got friends that have made their own games where, like, you know, they've made their own levels, etc. And they just make the levels, like, ridiculously hard because they're really good at the game or whatever. And so they assume that everyone just wants a ridiculously difficult challenge. Conversely, sometimes you meet people who just make levels that are so easy that they're not worth playing. Crash 1, like, playing through this game, this fan game, makes me appreciate just how well Naughty Dog did on the original Crash 1 game with its balancing of difficulty. So this is our first new level that, like, in terms of new level that I've not seen yet. We did get the orange gem, but I've decided instead of backtracking to try and figure out which levels have gem paths, it's best, I think, just to get all of the gems in one go. And then just backtrack after that so that I'm not getting to a level and being like, oh, I actually needed the blue gem for this one, but I don't have it. If this level is following the original Crash 1 game, then this should grant me the blue gem. Fuck, that was really poor. So first thing I'm noticing, obviously this is a take on toxic waste. But the first thing I'm noticing is that he's decided to make all of the barrels, the bouncy barrels, like in the original version of the game, you start off obviously just with ones that roll along the floor for like maybe 3 passes, and then you get to the bouncy ones like towards the end. He's just gone for the bouncy ones right from the get-go. And like, my first thought when I saw them though is that they don't really look that much like barrels. They kind of look a little bit like beehives being thrown. I say being thrown, I don't think there's anyone actually even throwing them. They seem to just be coming from nowhere. And I'm already realizing that I should try and maintain the mask as long as... Fucking hell, I can't even make a simple jump now. Okay. Is it called Toxic Walk because it's supposed to make you feel toxic on the inside from the depths? But yeah, I need to keep hold of that mask because apparently I can't judge these barrels very well. I need to look where they're landing on the floor and just try and time it in between each one. Yeah, it seems like if you hold right for a single second, that's like enough to get you into a sweet spot. Shit, I keep doing that. That's the exact same place I got hit last time. I'm not sure if there's any more masks either. If I'm lucky, there will be. Right, that one just bounces straight over, so you're safe here. Does it hit the edge? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it hits the edge, so we should be safe. I thought we was going to be safe there, but apparently not. Shit. That's what happens when you rush. Like, a little piece of me is like screaming out for a checkpoint, but then you remember, the checkpoint's not going to mean shit on this level. Okay, here's safe. Where's it landing there? Okay, it's landing right on the edge. Okay, what about the next one? Also right on the edge. Okay, gotta time this perfectly. Okay, so we've got to make it past that second platform there. Let's go. Okay, it's also, by the looks of it, doing the second platform of the next one as well. I know I'm taking this very carefully. It's because, obviously, I don't want to really redo the level again. What? Did that clip my baby finger or something? What the hell's that? I'm convinced it's not even really touching me as well. That's the thing. Or if you listen carefully to the countdown on these TNTs, it's the exact same countdown. I've done that every single fucking time. What was the point in getting the Akus? I've lost them both already. Anyway, the countdown that you hear on the TNTs is literally the exact same countdown that you hear in the game Bomberman Fantasy Race, which was like a cult classic. Most people have never even heard of it or played it, but it was a cult classic. Like, it had a cult following of people that played it. It was like a interesting take on a kart racing sort of idea, because kart races were obviously all the rage back then. Where instead of like driving in a car, you were riding animals and throwing bombs at people at the same time. Like, you had unlimited ammo with bombs. There was like I don't know, like a 5 to 10 second cooldown on your unlimited ammo throwing bombs at people or something like that. Maybe 5 seconds is probably about right. And then obviously the game had some other weapons you could pick up. It had absolutely horrendous controls. But it was just like, I don't know, there's something about it that I really wish I could see again in a racing game, but just done slightly better. Because I think it had a lot of potential. Same fucking barrel. Same fucking barrel. But anyway, the reason why I bought it up is because the countdown that's being used on the TNTs here, maybe it was a free, royalty-free sound effect, because it's the exact same sound effect that you hear, I believe, on the countdown for when a race is about to begin. So it like hits me right in the nostalgia. I can't see myself getting through this level without having Akus. It's just, there's too many places to get killed. Well, I can. It's just I have to be patient. I have to be really freaking slow. And like, just because I'm so used to doing relics and stuff like that, being slow in Crash games just feels so unnatural. Like, it feels like I'm playing the game wrong whenever I'm slowing down. So it was like when I was doing the Crash Bandicoot 1 in one life thing, a friend of mine was like, hey, why are you taking it so slowly? Like, that's no fun. And I was like, well, you know, it's not a relic run. Like, the point is for me to try and stay alive. That's like the point. But it still felt horrible to do it, even though that was the purpose of the challenge. Right, let's get this right this time. Right, this has to be the right spot, surely. There we go. Confident this time. We might make it. Yes! Yes! We did it. That's got to be blue gem, right? Yes, it is. Okay, like I said, I could go back and use the blue gem on TNT tunnels right now, because that's a level I remember that requires it, but I might as well just make sure I've got all of the gems in one go. I believe, if my math is correct, I only have one more gem to collect. This is going to be a really long backtrack, isn't it? I'm just going to see before I waste my time. Wow! Okay, thanks a lot, Castle Machinery. Oh no, I don't want to do Pinstripe. I want to beat that level properly. Too late now. Oh, Radican. Oh, Radican, I'm dead. I actually like this. This is a good design choice here. He's like, there's actually a point towards the cover for a change. I don't like that though. I barely touched his shoe and I died. What if I was the shoe shine boy and I was just trying to, you know, make an honest living? Get killed. Alright, so he goes to the right first, so let's just camp here, I guess. Then he's going to reload. He reloads for a generous amount of time, which is very kind of him. Ah, but he stays there, okay. Alright, there's a bit of a knack to this boss fight, but it is an improvement over the original boss fight. Pinstripe's boss fight is just ludicrously easy on the original. Like, on the original PS1 version, you can get 3 hits on him just in the very first phase, which is just ridiculous. Right, so he's going to jump in the middle. Is he going to jump to the left next? No, he's going to jump back to the right. Okay. So that played a little bit differently. Does he even use the left platform? I've not seen him use it yet. It's just using the 2. Huh. What? Artificial difficulty. Make Pinstripe actually difficult by just having ridiculously large feet. And you know what they say about people with large feet. Maybe that's why Torna... Maybe that's why Torna breaks up with Crash at the end of this game. Because that's the lore reason why you don't see her again. Is that Crash saves her, but she wants a bit of Pinstripe penis. So she goes off. Has an affair with Pinstripe. Oh, he used... Okay, maybe it's random. He did not do that the first time. That's interesting. Bit of RNG on Pinstripe. Wow, okay. What? I was behind cover, bro. Alright, I praised this fight at the beginning, but the hitboxes are leaving a lot to be desired. At this point. I'm getting hit even behind... I'm behind cover! I'm behind cover. Wow. This is like the upstream death all over again. I'm being bullshitted by a Crash 1 clone. Maybe it's safer if I just stand still. It was the same with the barrels on Toxic Tunnels. Like, the hitboxes of Crash's hands, for some reason, count as being hit. So maybe it's better if I just completely stand still rather than run into the wall. Maybe that's the knack behind it. Nah, okay. That time I wasn't running. The game's just bullshit. He's accidentally made Pinstripe the hardest boss in the game. Through bullshit. Weird, the more I've lost in this fight, the harder he's got. It's like the opposite of adaptive difficulty. Oh man, you know what he should have done? He should have ported over the sound of the lap as well. No, this is bullshit now. This is absolute horseshit. I'm dying behind cover. It's not like I can crouch or anything. Alright, feedback. Sort out Pinstripe. That's important. That's important. Sort out Pinstripe. He should not be hitting you if you're behind cover. Look, I'm as close to the wall as possible. I like the difficulty of Pinstripe. I just don't like that he's been able to shoot me through cover. If that's fixed, this is a really big improvement on the original Pinstripe fight that I'm totally in favor of. There we go. Alright, that time cover worked. That's good. You defeated a boss. Too bad it doesn't show you like the severed head. Crash just pulls that out and it becomes like, I don't know, Dark Souls Crash Bandicoot with like the severed head of Pinstripe. That time thing at the top, I don't know if that means that I've been playing the game for 49 minutes or if it took me 49 seconds to beat Pinstripe. Because that could be a fun little challenge, actually, once this is all over, is to get, like, you know, do a relic run of these levels, but obviously there's no time crates or anything. Just instead try and beat the level as fast as possible, even though there's no time crates. I think that's kind of what he was going for with that. That could be a fun little challenge. Especially if anyone else wants to get on the back of that. I think that could be a fun little challenge. I'd even be willing to add leaderboards onto our website in favor of that. Considering this level has the green gem only in the original. Ooh, that's far. But yeah, considering this level has only the green gem in it in the original, it should be safe to go for the box gem on this one, I believe. Oh, fuck, there's a checkpoint. I have hardcore mode where there's, like, no checkpoints, which is just perfect for players that are going for gems. Because it'll just do the hard work of restarting the level for you immediately. Just turn the checkpoints into, like, normal crates or whatever. Alright. Bang, bang, bang. Ooh, nearly went a bit too far there into the fire. Out of the frying pan and into the other frying pan, as they say. Okay, let's take it easy. Bang. Okay, there we go. If there are any other Crash fan games that you think I should check out in the future, let me know. I've already been recommended back in... Where the fuck am I supposed to go here? Is this a blind jump? It is. I've already been recommended Back in Time by some people. Come on, that's got to be it. So yeah, I'm willing to check out maybe Back in Time in the future. It'll probably be a little bit of a gap between this fan game and the next one, because there's some other things I need to do first. But I'm definitely keen to check out more fan games, because like I said, overall, like, apart from a couple of problems I've had with this game, it's been absolutely fantastic overall. You know, like, having issues on the Pinstripe fight or the Koala Kong fight, whatever, you know, minor issues. Doesn't detract from the game. That does. I'm just kidding. Alright, yeah, this is proper going for high road now, where you need to make use of our reptilious friends to clear these much more large gaps. Woo! This is an absolute banger. This is probably my favorite, like, remixed song so far. It does a really fantastic job of getting the feel of the level. Almost feels like I'm playing the game on a freaking Nokia. Heck, I think this is like... You imagine the official Crash phone games, I think this is far superior to the official Crash phone games, in my opinion. So, kudos to that. And like I said, what? 2 boxes? Where? Where did I miss 2 boxes? Was there a gem path that I missed? Oh, fuck it. I'll go back through once I've got all the gems, I might as well. I have no idea where I missed boxes, though. Alright, slippery climb, basically. This should be a fun / frustrating one. I wonder if he's done like a knockoff Stormy Ascend too. Oh, this is an absolute banger of a track. If the creator's watching, I want to know if you've, like, got a place where you've just got all of the songs for me to put together because they're absolutely awesome. If you haven't, that's fine. I might just make my own. Like, just fall to my death, apparently. But what I might do is I might just sit in levels and just let the music play and then pick up the songs. Turn it into like a proper playlist of music. With your credit, of course. Sounds like you're fucking dialing a phone, that's great. Shit. I'm not doing very well at this one, am I? Why? Okay, so hitboxes on some things, massive. Hitboxes on things that you actually want to hit, tiny. Not the tiger kind either. Ooh, okay, here we go. Platforming challenge. Let's go. Here's one thing I'm really happy about on this level, both in the Crash version of this game, but also the Crash version of this game. The original Crash version of this game and this version of the game is that with a name like Slippery Climb, they could have like really overdone the mechanics of like slipperiness, and where like it's like ice physics on Crash 2, and then this level would have been really freaking frustrating to deal with. I'm glad that they didn't go for that. Like, the only slippery element is like on those very specific stairs, the reddish stairs that you come across from time to time. Dang. Dang. Go! Oh, nice, we got some potion throwers. Shit. They're quite big hitboxes on the explosions there. Gotta be careful. This is annoying, I can't see what comes after this. Okay. That was a bit fortunate, I guess, on the cycle. That's also very fortunate. A lot of blind jumps going on right now. Oh! I couldn't have known. Couldn't have known. Alright. Let's be generous here. Let's be generous here. If you're gonna... You can't be having blind jumps like that in a level. That's a bit too harsh on the player. The player needs to at least see what's coming. I mean, that's one of the issues I had when I used to play games like Mega Man. One of my biggest issues with playing Mega Man, because again, I was brought up in the PS1 era. Like, yes, Nintendo was a console of that time, but in the UK, none of my friends really had Nintendo. It was all PS1 people. It used to bug me when I'd play games like Mega Man. And like, there was so much of the game where you just had to like remember what was coming off screen. So you'd die a bunch to something that's off screen because you'd be going about your business. You'd walk and then something off screen would just come on screen and kill you, right? And there's this like boomer generation of gamers who are like, oh, I remember when games were difficult, like, you know, the Mega Man days where, you know, you'd basically die and you just had to memorize the levels. Like, that's not a good thing. Like, being killed by something off screen is never a good thing. You know, if you want to do the whole skill issue thing, the player needs to have a fair chance to see what's coming their way. Right. Mind you, I'm saying that. But what is the name of this video, Tooney? What if Crash Bandicoot was made by Nintendo? If it was made by Nintendo, sure, they would have blind jumps like this, because that's exactly what I was just talking about with Mega Man. So I've answered my own question there. So actually, I take back what I said. This is exactly the kind of thing that Nintendo would do. So 10 out of 10 for that design choice in that way. 10 out of 10. I have to iterate this a lot because some people like take things really seriously on the internet. I am enjoying this game. I'm giving constructive feedback on how to perhaps improve the game, right? I think like, you know, I couldn't make something like this, and like 99% of people on the earth couldn't make something like this. So let's always bear that in mind. I'm going to keep coming back to it. Oh. Yeah, bro. I was genuinely expecting that obstacle to kill me. Okay. Yeah. Now, the one exception to the rule, even on the PS1, is levels like this. To be fair, you know, it is a lot about memory. Like, I'm going to need to remember all the boxes are up there, for example. That's always been the case with hog levels and polar bear levels, etc. So I give levels like this, that are auto-scrollers, a bit of a pass. Not past. Go back in time, kill baby Hitler. Because that's kind of the only challenge that you get from auto-scrollers, is remembering what's coming. Gentle hog, though. I'm not really sure what this name's supposed to mean. Also, why is there a hog in the lab? Why are there totem dildos in my lab? In fact, I really hope that a level that he has carried across is the lab. As everyone knows, it's like one of my favorite levels. Much to the hatred of everyone else who literally says that the lab sucks. I'm like, it's one defender. Right, gotta go. Oh, that's where you have to go up. You've got to land on those crates. When is that? When it's just... Okay, I need to remember, shortly after the first checkpoint, look out for those crates to bounce on. Also, yeah, Venus. There's like a Venus flytrap in the lab. What's going on there? Right, checkpoint. Just... Is it this one? Yeah, bounce down. Okay, that did not make me go high enough for some reason. Must be a case like the original, actually. I'm just remembering now. I think if you hold down the jump button on bouncy crates, you go higher. I seem to recall. So let's give that a go again. The right way. So checkpoint, jump, and then... Yeah, that's it. Okay. Nice. Roast hog meat. I love how in this level just has like so many mixed themes. It's got like it's got the spiky dildos from the gate, the gay gate, the gamer gate, the Great Gate. It's got the Venus flytraps from Jungle Rollers. It's got the lab assistant throwers from the lab / slippery climb. It's got the pillars from Lost City. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, it's got the vultures or falcons, wherever they are, from the climb levels as well. Bro! Oh, it's got that thing. It's got that thing where there's like a cooldown between jumps. Like, you can't press jump too quickly in quick succession. Otherwise, it just does not accept the input. Bro, I've never died to a brazier as much as I have in this level in my life. I need to figure out how to avoid that, because it's costing me so many lives. Luckily, you pick up quite a bunch of Wumpa Fruit on this stage. Just from going through it, but... Alright, just... There we go. Alright, that's the strat, is don't jump at all. Just let yourself drop down, and then it works. That checkpoint that's, like, basically at the end of the level. Alright, we got the gem. That's good. Alright, this must be the second darkness level. The first one was pretty difficult due to the small platforms. We're probably going to experience more of that, unfortunately. I think I'm going to stop bothering to collect Wumpa fruit though, because like I said, it doesn't really... It's not really worth it. You cocksucker. Right, let's get a... Yeah, you've got to go down there. Not that one, next one. Wait, what? Oh, that must trigger both. Okay, so we go up here, and then we die. Right. But then, I'm confused. If I don't hit that, then how do I get past the fires? I'm confused. Am I supposed to, like, lose my Aku to the fires on purpose and then make it across? If that's the case, it's relying quite a bit on invincibility frames to hold out. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah, you gotta use invincibility frames. Very unorthodox. Very unorthodox, asking the player to purposely lose their light. Oh, you're gonna need both of those, aren't you? It's the only way. I see. We're about to... Oh, still... Oh, I literally thought there was like a little bit of a puzzle going on there where you had to like carefully reserve one of those for later. Go, 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 go. Oh, there's a yellow gem path after all that. After all that, there's a yellow gem path anyway. Cortex Castle. Isn't this a level also in Crash 4, I seem to recall? One of the levels is Cortex Castle. Purple gem. Wait, there's a purple gem? Which level gives you the purple gem? Was there a purple gem on Crash 1? Am I losing my mind here? I don't remember. What did I say about the camera hitboxes, man, when you try and spin them going down? Alright, yeah, I just forgot, like, you need the purple gem anyway, apparently. Gotta go to Behaving, climb on some nitro crates. Only then can we get the purple gem to complete this level. Just ignore the boxes. Jump, yeah, fucking Wally, jump! Okay, that was a bit more favorable. This will be a nice challenging level to do once I need to get the actual gem. Trying to do this without dying. Yeah. Yeah, okay, overall that's quite a strong level. That's quite a good one. Considering like that's pretty much his own creation. That's one of his better levels. Along with Generator Room, that's a good one. It's got a few bullshit moments, but that was like, you know, that's just normal for Crash Bandicoot games to have a couple of bullshit moments. Alright, Embryo, nice. Die, egghead. This is going to be a challenge as well. He's got quite a few lives. Quite a few hits, just like he does on the original, I guess. Two. Bang. Bang. Okay. See how this goes. Yeah, this one's going to be a bitch. Game overing, like unlike the original Crash where you're literally swimming in lives, you're almost never swimming in lives on this game. So I'm very thankful that it's not like you have to start the whole island again or something like that. Because to be fair, that is something Nintendo would probably pull on their old games. Like you'd get sent back a really long way or whatever. So just go 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wonder if he turns into the Incredible Hulk. We're about to find out. I'm trying to start close to him so that I have more space to work with. Not really sure how else I can make that work, like, because I can only go 2 directions. It's not like I've got much space to maneuver around those giant blasts. Let's try going this side. Going 1. Wow. You know what this means. I'm not wearing my lucky hat, that's it. Time to get your game on. Oh, oh my gosh, we actually made it. Oh, cunt. That was sexy. Okay, that seems to work. All right. I guess it's just like the insane version where he has massive hitboxes on his hands. So you have to like wait until he's like that close and then hit him. I must have just like jumped too soon. I think I might have clipped his shoulder, which seems to be a big no-no. There we go. Oh, that was actually a decently challenging boss fight. Got a couple of game overs on that. There we go, the lab. Please don't let me down with this level. It's my favorite level. Please don't let me down. Okay, it's got like the whole floor door mechanic, so it seems to be following the same theme. It's got some electric fences. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is where it's going to crank up a bit. Oh! Killed by a lab baby. Okay, lab baby. Oh, you can just jump over the fences. Just like speedrunning Crash 1, you can actually just about make it over the fences. Alright, there's our first checkpoint. Ooh, what's going on over here? Ah, one of these guys. Okay. They work slightly differently, because in the normal one, they do the electric hands after being spammed the first time. That one actually waits a little bit. That asshole just, like, dived at my face before I had a chance to react. I knew he was going to jump. I was not expecting him to jump with such ferocity. He's living up to the lab, though. It's like, he's kind of nailed the theme and the music. These yellow enemies are bastards, though. Efficient. We like it. Right, where's that bastard? He's through the next room, innit? Oh no, this is the electric guy. There you go. Alright, he's not a problem when you know he can't electrocute you immediately after spinning. Right. Aha, fuck you. That's gonna kill you, isn't it? That was the most piddly shit jump I have ever seen in my life. If this is following the thing, then the next level is gonna be the Great Hall knockoff, and then it'll be Cortex, won't it? So we should be quite close, and then I'll say for part 4 I'll do the cleanup of the gems that I'm missing. Because this episode's already going to be quite long by doing all of Island 3 in one go. Especially as this lab level's probably going to take me a few attempts to get without dying, to be honest. Which is good. It's like, it's a decently challenging level, this. That's exactly what this level should be. Apart from, like, the really fast pace that, like, some of the orange lumps jump at you. It's a very fair level as well. That could have killed me. Forgot that that guy was coming. Yeah, and yeah, like, it's not a very long level either. This is, like, where I did die. Nice, they're synced, which is perfect. It would have been perfect. What the fuck? He's never electrocuted me immediately after before. That's a first. Here's a good level, though. This has got to be up there with one of the better levels. So kudos. This is a very, like, faithful adaptation to the actual lab level, which is probably why it's really, really good. Follows it closely. With, like, it's, you know, it's got a couple of its own quirks, but in general, it's following the lab level. That's the safest way to handle that guy. Potion thrower. And then we're already at, like, crunch time. Right, I've just got to be careful with this guy, because he did actually electrocute me. There we go. Okay. I must have just about, like, clocked him as he was starting his electric cycle. I'm going to try and trigger this blob again early. Oh, timed that second jump so poorly. That was completely on me. That was such a poorly timed second jump there. Right, gotta get this right. Come on, jump. Jump, you prick. Come on, come at me. Oh, he landed. right in front of the electric. That's like the worst place you could have landed. Yeah, the only way that part would have been like a little bit more faithful / annoying would be if that blob was like respawning. If that blob respawned, that would be... I think there's like a trigger point where it stops spawning about halfway through the room in the original. There's our yellow. The hall, there we go. This is going to be... Yeah, get all the gems. But we've not got all the gems, so let's just... Yeah. Go through, and then it should be Cortex. Hopefully. There we are. The one Neo Cortex. Darn you, Crash Bandicoot. Nah. Now, this is like a 2D fight even in the original, so it should really play almost exactly the same. Except, alright, I see one slight difference is that the green ball sort of like hovers. So it's not like, oh, you can deflect it. Okay, the first time I thought you couldn't deflect it. You can actually deflect it if you time it perfectly. But I think it looks like he's been a little bit generous where it like hovers in place for a little while. Like that, yeah, you see? Like, it kind of waits a second to give you a chance to spin it. Nice, he's nailed that. That's good. Right, he should go crazy now and just do purples, right? Yeah, just like the original. Yeah, he just goes mental with the purples there. Okay, let's just try going... Hey. Oh, I thought I nailed it then. Come on, come on. He's just going to shoot a greenie, right? There we go. Yes. We got it in the end. Worthy final foe. Ugh, we did it. Crash defeated Cortex in an epic battle and saved Horner, who then fucked Pinstripe in the sequel. Cortex's lair was set on fire and burned down. Crash and Horner escaped together, devastating all of Cortex's troops. Credit to the game designer Yasu14 or Yasu14. Some different countries do J's differently. Credit to Victor Riards. Crash sprites by Mr. Mike. Testers Ishmael Ernesto, Rogomezzo Diego, and Muller Gui. Alavarito, Vergetti, and Nicast. I probably butchered all of those names. Sound effects, other retro games, and Jasu14. Music, Crash Bandy Spyro 12. Okay, alright. Logan Palmer and Jasu14. 3 music composers there to give credit to. Thanks for playing. No sheep were harmed in the making of this game. Okay, after defeating Cortex, that has put me on a tidy 84%. In my final episode of this game, I'm going to clean up all of the remaining gems so that I can say that I've 100%ed it. By the looks of it, I've got to go back and collect 8 gems. Probably will only take like 15-20 minutes to do, hopefully, but that's something that I look forward to. It's been a pleasure playing this game. Join me next week or the week after, something like that, for the final episode of What If Crash Bandicoot was made by Nintendo. Cheers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, become a member, support my channel, support Jasu14 and the other people in the credits, and I will see you on the next video.